So we have a dev diary for MCOC Battlegrounds, which is I think it's been a long time coming, as Battlegrounds has been a very hot topic on these forums, especially after the end of season 5, where it looks like not a lot of people got banned, and they probably should have been. And it's but finally Kabam have responded. So yeah, this dev diary, we're going to get into it. I have a cup of tea with me because I don't actually know how long this video is going to be, but let's start. So since Battlegrounds launch, we have seen a passionate response from our community. That's very true. Battlegrounds is fundamentally different game mode than anything else we've offered to players in the past, as with any major changes we know into the design is going to be needed to get it right. Yeah, I agree, because Battlegrounds is my favourite game mode in Mortal Kombat Champions at the moment, because it just allows me to get better at the game and fighting champions that I haven't really had the pleasure of fighting all that much. And I do like the PvP aspect. Well, it's not really exactly PvP, but the community has already seen some of its accidents. For instance, at the launch of Season 1, the community was unhappy with the meta system design. We quickly reworked the system and retuned the rewards. Yeah, that's true. And now Battlegrounds store, Battlegrounds round rewards, and Battlegrounds events are in a much better place. That is true, because they were awful at that start. However, we know there's much more work to be done. This post will address these concerns as best we can at this point in time. We know uncertainty around some of the solving problems will not please everyone, but we want to be transparent as possible. A bit like translucent, because, I can't believe I just said that. This post will not address any input-related issues. Yeah, okay, whatever. Bugs, first and foremost. So we've got bugs. Players receiving no victory medals for winning the match. I have not had that one as of yet. One I keep getting is one basically adjust further, which I don't really mind too much. Players are unable to choose their attack defenders during draft. I've had this once, and it didn't really screw me up that much, but I know it can screw over. It can be a lot worse. Opponents forfeiting appears in match history as a loss. I don't think that's happened to me. Opponents forfeiting match was show the result. This is one I've had a lot. When a player forfeits a match, it comes up with a previous result, which is it's really odd, because it's like, have I won or have I lost? And I was just like, oh, they forfeited. Fight begins with less than the intended time of 2 minutes. Have I had this? I've had this a bit. Has it cost me some matches? I imagine it probably has. But I think probably the biggest one was the biggest bug that I've seen and I've had happen to me is just the instant lose one, where it shows you've lost all your health and the opponent still has all their health of the champion that you're fighting. That one's really annoying. And then fight outcomes not being captured, resulting in a player having to repeat a fight or an immediate loss. I think that's the one about this issue I just talked about. And then they're just saying that there. A lot of this post, I have read it before. I did a good quick read. It's just patience, which fine. I'm a patient person, but unfortunately not everyone is me. So but here we go, is a big one. Cheating. The battle against cheaters has been in constant tug of war. As far as we can tell, cheating peaked in Season 3. I'm going to say yes, I agree with that, because I think Season 3 I fought more modders in any other season. And Season 4 was such a good season, because people, modders, and when they did their weekly cleanup is what they when they did their weekly cleanup Season 4, so many people got banned, and I'd say Season 4 is probably the best season of Battlegrounds we've had. Cheating peaked in Season 3 when our auto detection system were having some issues. Okay. We solved these problems in Season 4. We were able to provide a much cleaner experience for most summoners. I agree with that. Unfortunately, these cheaters have become more sophisticated, and in Season 5 we saw an uptick in cheating. Look, I know cheating is a touchy subject. I know that. But I don't get how, like, their auto-detection does not see, like, these, like, these, like, 3 5-second fights. I don't understand how auto-detection doesn't get that. I really don't. But then again, I'm not a developer. I'm not a programmer. So what do I know? In Season 5, we saw an uptick in cheating. That is true. There is a player that was definitely cheating. They have got a YouTube channel, and they're saying that they're not cheating. But I think there's not exactly clear evidence, but there is evidence that they have been cheating. And then there was one who it was like a contender level account, which is, you beating Maestro. Like, someone who's just beaten Act 4 there's no way they're going to be in the top echelon of Battlegrounds. There's absolutely no way. I'm not in the top tier of Battlegrounds at any of these seasons thus far, and I'm a Thronebreaker player, so there's no way. But yeah, in the short term, we are addressing this problem by modifying our cheat detection algorithms to make them more effective. I don't know if there's like a program where they can. I don't know if this would be like an intricate program, which would probably take a very long time to develop, of how likely a person is to like win a fight or lose a fight and how long it would take. Because there's some situations where, I've seen just like I've had people, or just like I've had some, or just like had matches or seen some matches where there's no way that this player has taken down whatever champion is on defense with a specific character that they've picked. There's no way. I don't know if that can be done. I think that'd be great. But yeah, I don't. If that's gonna be a short-term thing, we'll just have to see how effective it is. Thankfully, we now have millions of data points to work on, and we believe we can dramatically improve these systems to combat cheating and starting of Season 3. We'll see how long... we'll just have to see how that one goes. In the long term, we are working on some fundamental tech solutions that will completely change the landscape and make it much more difficult to cheat in our game. These tech solutions will take time, but we wanted to let you know they are coming. So again, just, patience. You can all help us by reporting suspicious matches using the in-game report function. It's not the best, solution in the world. That report system, as I feel some of them fall on deaf ears. I'd say those reports, and then maybe some people have to raise a support ticket to Kabam to get them to listen, or if Kabam Mike wants to keep his DMs open, I'm sure a lot of players will be sending, these very sus accounts that are like either not Thronebreaker, like uncollected or contender, and they're winning matches in like one hit. So unless Kabam Mike wants to keep his DMs open all the time, yeah. There is a group of players who are doing this, and it is thoroughly helpful. Okay. The response is like if you know someone is clearly cheating, just hit that report button. If you think someone's clearly cheating, like you've gone into the match statistics, just do it. If you do feel someone is cheating. Also, we wanted to note that we are aware of the other poor behaviour happening on the top of the leaderboards, with players manipulating the queuing system to win trade/block summoners from final matches. I didn't know about this until Kate1's video on this. It's quite a smart yet disturbing tactic for the last it was happening like the last 1 hour, 2 hours of Battlegrounds, from what I understand, where people at the top, so we're talking like Gladiator Circuit, but the top players, they were just always declining the matches, which that accept and decline system needs to go. If you're queuing in for a match, fuck off. Just get rid of that. Get rid of that decline and accept, because you have these people. It doesn't go for top tiers. It goes for people who. It goes for players who are using 2 accounts. So they'll have two phones, and they'll have them side by side, and they will press. They'll do matchmaking at the same time, and they'll continue to do that until they match with this other account, so they can either just like farm up the event points, or to progress through victory track, or whatever, or just continuously farm event points for Battlegrounds. I do think that that just screen needs to be gotten rid of entirely. If you're queuing in for a match, you are ready to queue for a match, in my opinion. You don't have I don't know, like Fall Guys or Call of Duty or Fortnite, for example. You don't have these here's a match of 99 players, accept or decline. You just load in and you go for it. I think that needs to be the same with Battlegrounds. They need to get rid of the pause button as well. I do not like it when someone pauses the fight at the start and I have a shit fight and then I lose because of that. I don't think that should be allowed. I know that was quite popular. That probably much at the start of Battlegrounds. I haven't seen it too much since, but I do think that pause button needs to go. There's no point of it being there. And so where was I before I went on this system? Oh yeah, that bit. So we are committed to winning the fight against those who cheat. Take time, but we will not give up. Thank you for sticking us. We continue to make progress. Victory track matchmaking and climbing. Now this is the bulk of it. So 3 areas I've identified in that post, which I haven't read, but I understand. This is probably the thing I'm most annoyed about in the game, is the victory track system. We don't align on some of the points in the post, the problem description is spot on. In short, there are 3 interrelated problems. One, the way the season reset is handled. I do think that needs to be sorted. Concerns about matchmaking, that needs to be sorted, or they all kind of tie in together, as they said. And the system that allows players to climb or get stuck in victory track. So system reset. Now, the problem with Battlegrounds at the start of the season is that everyone starts from 0. And you're thinking, Brideriser, what's wrong with that? The problem is that because of the matchmaking system, at the start of the season, you can get. I have a rating of 1.5 million, or just ticked over. Actually, I'm 1.6 now. And then because of a matchmaking system, I will get matched with people who are either, because of the system reset, I get people who are matched with who are lower than me, and I destroy them. I get matched people equally rating, and then it's either and then it can go either way at that point, depending on the skill of the player that I'm fighting, or I get matched up with people who are way higher rated than me, and they destroy me. That is the whole problem with with season reset, and is now to the point where I don't play the only time I will play Battlegrounds at the first week is just to do the 3 matches so I get the trophy tokens. That's the only point I will play Battlegrounds at the start of the season now, because I don't like to get matched up with, because it always happens to me, for some reason, everything always happens to me, that I always get matched up with higher rated accounts, and then I get destroyed by them, unless they're just get really bad draft. I think that definitely needs to be sorted out. Matchmaking, for me, should only be sorted by the account rating. That is it. No prestige, nothing. Just bog standard account rating. So that's basically my take on it. Or as in this post, to address this, our plan is to seed players to the start of the season. We are working on a system that will allow us to seed players based on where they finished the season before. Nice. That is a good change. Because that means in lower Battlegrounds tiers, I'm not going to get matched with people who are higher than me or lower than me. So we also, but the trouble is with that, we also need tech that will allow summons to earn rewards for victory track ranks below them where they are seeded. So that is the big problem, because people aren't going to miss out. People don't want to miss out on rewards. Okay, if this system was in place and I'm in like, I don't know, like Diamond 2 or whatever, for example, and then I start there, I don't want to miss out on all the stuff that I've just, that I've, is skipped for me. I don't want to miss out on all that, because that's a lot of trophy tokens and a lot of relic shards, but mainly the trophy tokens and the Elder's Marks. I forgot about them. So yeah, we don't have don't currently have an ECA, but it will not be for at least a few seasons. Well, at least it's coming. Matchmaking. Many summoners have concerns about matchmaking. We absolutely understand the wide range of perspectives on this topic. We know that the experience is not working with summoners. It either works or it doesn't work for me. Most of the time it does work, but when it doesn't work, fuck me. I either destroy someone or I get destroyed. The seeding system described above will keep competitive groups of summoners together and provide better, fairer matches from season to season. Once this system is in place, victory track and matchmaker structures will be structured to ensure a player who climbs victory track and or gladiator circuit deserves to be there, and don't simply reach those because heights are softer matches. And then that just goes on about the seeding system. For those uncollected cavaliers who have climbed up VT, time to focus on growing your counts. And if you want to compete at that level, climbing. Many summoners have shared that the medal system is too punishing. Yes, it is. It is so demoralising as a player where I win 2 matches and then I lose 2 matches and then just all my progression has gone, as that is time wasted where I could have invested my resources for that elsewhere. It is so annoying. I think this is my idea. So if you get matched up with a player and you absolutely dominate the fight, you win the first 2 matches, maybe that's two medals, maybe 3 medals, and you go up a tier. I still think, and if you lose the first 2 matches, you don't get anything. But and then you should win one for you win the first one, it goes down to the. So if you win it in the first 2 rounds, you get 3 medals. If you lose 2 matches in a row, for that round, you don't get any medals. If it goes down to the last round, you both get a medal. I think that's how it probably should be for victory track. But there we are. Right now, a summoner with 50% win rate will average about 0.3 medals per system without using victory shields. Fucking victory shields. But James, you have a problem with it? You see victory shields. I'm not wasting, what was it, 1,000? How many trophy tokens on that when I can be using on 6-star shards and signature stones? Absolutely fucking not. Contrary to what some think, the flaw at every rank keeps it from becoming a true zero-sum system. Yeah, whatever. Moreover, the way your win and loses cluster is a majority determining factor on how fast you climb, and this is uncontrollable by players. Additionally, those with a 40% or lower success rate are basically unable to climb at all. That is a problem. With implementation of a seeding system, we expect win rates to trend even more up to 50%, especially in the middle of the ladder, as those in close competition with to each other, excuse me, okay, will effectively become cohorts and reset together and climb together from one season to the next. So to address these concerns, we're exploring ways to increase the average number of medals earned in a match. I've just gone over what I would personally do. So that, yeah. Unlike the reset to matchmaking problems, we have yet to settle on a solution to this problem. The solution might only apply to part of the victory track or all of it. If you're going to half-arse it, just go all the way. It might require you to queue with Elder's Marks. Don't like the sound of that. It might only apply to certain matches a day. Yeah, I think that's probably fairer. I don't like the idea of using Elder's Marks if I want to progress through victory track quickly. I don't like that idea. It might, it require the increased medal requirements. No, don't do that, please. For some or all of the victory track ranks, no, or combination of the above. However, one way to take away from this section is that we agree there is a problem and we are working on a way to address it. So, yeah, that is this post. So I think in conclusion, this basically means we're working on it. That is basically the sum up of this post. We are working on it. In a game mode such as Battlegrounds, and this is basically the future of the game, they have to get this right. It is not fully finished yet. Oh, excuse me, it's a bit there. So, it's not fully finished yet. I agree with like 80% of this post. Why it took them so long to address this, I don't know. I do think that the cheating situation in Season 5 definitely pushed this quicker than it probably would. So my thoughts are that I'm a very patient person. I'm a bloody Ferrari fan, guys. Come on, like I've been waiting since like 2008 for them to, get titles again. I'm a very patient person, and I think I've just, until they've sorted this out with Battlegrounds, I just thought, I'm just gonna go slow. Do the 3 matches a day, every 2 days, until like I've done all my stuff in game that I want to do, and then I will, I'll waste my energy and Elder's Marks on Battlegrounds. And the victory track for me, it definitely needs to be sorted as someone who is in the victory track all season, in all of the seasons, and haven't progressed to Gladiator Circuit yet. It needs to be changed. I think it will be changed. Will it be for good or the bad? We'll have to wait and see what they decide to do. Matchmaking, that just needs to be done by rating. Cheaters, they need to put some sort of anti-cheat in, like F1 22 does. And yeah, that basically sums it up for me. Matchmaking, just do it by rating. Victory track, I've outlined my solution for that. And get rid of the accept or decline feature, get rid of a pause button. And that's what I will do with Battlegrounds. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you stayed for this long, thank you very, very much. If you like this video, feel free to like it. Dislike it if you didn't, because I have to go out my way and put in a Chrome extension to see my dislikes and likes. So, yeah. And if you like this video, check out some of my other content on my channel. And if you like my other content, feel free to turn that subscribe button to grey. And I shall see you in the next video. Goodbye.